And then we'll get to the floor and make a start. Actually, I could get that email at the end of this class. You never know. And then inhale, roll the shoulders back and down and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Bring the chin down, gaze gently towards the heart. So you make that connection to the pranasthana, the seat of prana in the body. And you can just watch the breath there. Watch it. If you watch very carefully, you'll see that it begins right in the center of your chest. And it also returns to the center of your chest. And that place is the center for prana in the body. And it's also the place where you rest your mind in meditation on the heart chakra. And then when you found it, tune into the Ujjayi sound in your breath. Inhale, arms widen overhead, flip your palms. Lift up, pause. Begin the exhale, lower the arms on the breath. Inhale, widen overhead, flip your palms. And then with hands over the head or hands in prayer over the heart, exhale, fold halfway, hips back, navel in, chin down, look navel. Inhale, come up, arch back a little bit at the top. And exhale, fold halfway. And stay there for a breath. Inhale. Exhale, push your sit bones away from your skull. And then on the next inhale, come up and arch gently back. Exhale, purna, full, fold all the way, bring the hands to the floor or the shins. Empty the lungs, relax your neck. Flip the palms, inhale all the way up. Arch back a little bit at the top. Exhale, fold all the way. And stay here for a couple of breaths. Short inhale, long exhale, no tension in the neck. Flip the palms, inhale, come up. Exhale, Tadasana. Look heart, take a breath. Inhale, arms shoulder level, palms down. Chin down, look navel. Exhale, Ujjayi halfway. Ardha Utkatasana, squat down. Go to the end of the movement, empty the lungs, lift the perineum. Inhale, stand up. Keep the arms at shoulder level. Exhale, halfway. Look navel, draw the navel in, chin down, hold. Inhale. Stay down. Exhale, long. Look navel, chin down. Hold the breath out, bandhas. Mula bandha, Uddiyana bandha. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, Tadasana. Leave and return sequence. Take a breath. Inhale, widen overhead, flip the palms. Exhale, palms forward. Inhale, arch back, lift the chest. Breathe into the upper lungs. Exhale, draw the hips back. Fold all the way, put the hands on the floor, bend the knees if you need to. Short inhale. Exhale, squat down, Utkatasana. Heels may rise, forehead to knees. Short inhale. Hop or step, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And take one full breath here. Short inhale. And long exhale. Hold the breath out, hop or step forward, Utkatasana, squat down. Separate the knees, sit down, Dhanurasana. First Vinyasa. If you need a little bit of support for your sit bones, please use it now and put it under both sit bones for this posture. Inhale, bend the right knee. And bring the knee straight back with the sole of the foot on the floor and the outside of the foot lined up with the outside of your hip. So space between the inner thigh and the foot. Good. So knee point straight up. Good. Chris, move your foot out a bit more. Yeah. Inhale, bring both arms over the head. If you're struggling to keep upright, sit on something. Chin down, look, navel, eyes closed. Take a couple of breaths. When you exhale, go to the end of the breath, draw the lower abdomen in and up. And when you inhale, try to stretch your spine, lift your rib cage a little bit more. And on the next exhale, fold forward, inside the knee. And then flip the palms and inhale, come up. Exhale, go down, second vinyasa. And hold whatever you can reach, leg or your foot. Short inhales, long exhales. Try to draw the right knee in, keep it close to the side of the body, so the knee's not sticking out like a wing. And then flip the palms and inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Take the strap and put it outside your straight leg. And inhale, bring both arms overhead. Just lay the strap on the floor outside your straight leg hip. Just leave it on the floor, outside your hip, the strap. And then exhale, fold forward, sweep the arm in front of the shin. Internally rotate the shoulder, wrap the arm around and see if you can clasp the hands behind your back. If you can't, pick the strap up with your left hand and throw it round your back and catch it with your right hand. Good. Then inhale and look up, open the chest, and exhale, fold. Inhale, come up, open the chest, shorten the strap a bit if you can. Exhale, fold. 3 breaths. Try and get the upper arm underneath the knee if you can. Lower it is, the easier it is to bind. And if you're going to throw the strap, you throw it with the left arm and catch it with the right. And relax and breathe. And then on the inhale, come up. Keep the clasp. And exhale, twist and look over your left shoulder. Inhale, come to center, lift the chest. Exhale, twist, look over your left shoulder. 3 breaths, short inhales, long exhales. Push the standing foot and the straight leg firmly into the floor to help lift the spine and open the chest. And then inhale, come to center, sweep both arms over your head. Interlock the fingers. Exhale, bring the hands behind you 10 inches. If you need to, move the right foot forward a bit to keep the sole of the foot on the floor. Inhale, lift the chest up, lift the hips up, push the inseam of the left foot into the floor. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale, come up. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, nudge your hips a little bit higher. Head can hang back if it's comfortable. And exhale, slowly down. Inhale, bring both arms over the head. And as you exhale, put the right foot on the outside of the left leg. Good. Inhale there. Exhale, twist to the right. Take your variation of Hanumanasana. You can hold the knee, elbow outside the knee, thread through the whole, wrap and bind, or if you're more flexible, you can bring the front, you can wrap right round the outside of the front of the leg and bind. Same pattern of breath, short inhales, very long exhales, optional pauses at the end of the breath to deepen the posture. Eyes closed, internal gaze, nose tip. Good. And then inhale, sweep both arms over the head, lift up. Exhale, Dhanurasana, both hands floor, both legs straight. Look hard, eyes closed, take a breath. Inhale, bend the left knee to your chest and put the sole of the foot on the floor, same distance, sort of more in line with the outside of the hip. Good. Inhale, float the arms up and over your head. And exhale, fold forward. Oh no, stay up. 2 breaths. Length a little bit more with each inhale. And then take a 3rd inhale and exhale, fold forward on the exhale. Do 1 Vinyasa. Inhale, come up. And exhale, fold forward. Your foot's too wide, Martha. Bring it in and your hips aren't that wide. Pattern of breath. Hands on leg or foot. Keep coming back to the Asymetric, unequal breathing. Focus on the UJ. And you can always bend the straight leg if you want to get a little bit more forward movement in your hips. Don't struggle. You have to be calm. These series go on for a long time. If you're struggling now, you're not going to be very calm in your mind. Flip your palms and inhale, come up. And then exhale, fold forward as much as you can. Internally rotate the shoulder, wrap it round. See if you can clasp the hands behind your back. If not, pick the strap up with your left hand, throw it, catch it with your, throw it with your right hand, catch it with your left hand. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. 3 breaths. Short in, long exhale. You just let go a minute. You bend that knee. Bend it open. So come forward. Rotate that as much as you can. And so when you bend it, it goes like that. Yeah. Then if you've got hold of that strap, you'd normally chuck it with that hand. And then just work on lifting your spine long. That's it. And then inhale, come up. And exhale, twist to the right. See if you can deepen the grip. See if you can walk more towards your wrist. Shorten your strap. Inhale, come to center. Lift the chest. Push everything down. Exhale, turn to the right. And slide that arm in front of the leg, and this foot should be flat on the floor there. The arm goes in front. Is that all right on that side? You're not feeling any discomfort? That's good. Ujjayi breathing, please. Keep that strong. Keep the exhales long. Inhale, come to center, bring both arms over your head. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, hands behind you 10 inches. Point the right foot. Inhale, lift up, Pratikriya, counter pose. Exhale down. Ujjayi strong. Inhale up, hold. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, nudge the hips a little bit. Push the sacrum up. Exhale, slowly down. And inhale, float both arms over your head. And if you can, just do it with the foot. Don't use the hands unless you need to. Pick the foot up as you exhale and put it outside the right leg. Good. And then inhale, lift. Exhale, twist the left. Keep the arms up. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, come back to center and lift a little more. I'm not sure if I did this on the other side. And then exhale, twist again to the left and take your pose. Short inhales. Ujjayi just switched off. Switch it on again. Short inhales, long exhales. Neck is in line with the spine. So make sure your neck and your spine are one straight line. And so you can rotate right to the base of your skull. Look at your nose tip and breathe. You've got a big crease in the back of your neck. Your head should be in line with your spine. Yeah. So, and then try to lift your chest. But don't bring your head back and crush the spine there. Keep it lengthening to the base of your skull. And then gently turn. Keep the straight leg active, pushing out through the ball of the foot. And inhale, come to center, bring the arms over your head. And exhale, we'll meet in Dhanurasana. Beautiful, well done. Cross the ankles, put the hands on the floor, hop or step, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Feet together if you can, short inhale. Long exhale. Feet together, Amanda. Feet together, Jane. One more, long exhale. Soften the knees, hop or step forward, Utkatasana. And take a breath there, inhale. And then a long exhale, round the back more and see if you can get the forehead on the knees. Separate the knees, sit down, Dandasana. Okay, now you have the option of half lotus or Janu Sirsasana, foot to the inner thigh, your choice. Remember all the things I said, the reasons why you're not doing half lotus. Do it if you're comfortable with it. Wait for it, Dandasana. Sit in Dandasana, Charlotte. Okay. Chest up, chin down, look hard. Ujjayi breathing. Inhale, bend the right knee to the chest. Exhale, knee out, foot to the inner thigh in the way that I suggested, or half lotus. No, Jose. Put your foot on the floor, Jose. I like your knee. Even if you don't like it, I like it. Put your foot on the floor, not on your thigh. You won't be able to do building work for me if you hurt your knee. Okay, and then inhale, bring the arms up and over the head. And exhale, fold forward. Flip the palms, inhale, come up. And exhale, fold forward. Straightforward, Janu Sirsasana. Hold the foot or hold the leg. 3 breaths, short inhales, long exhales. So if you're not sure about that, count the Om numbers. So you could count Om 3 to 4 to 5 and Om 6 to 8 to 10 on the exhale, depending on how long your breath is. But make sure that ratio of the breath remains. Good, Sophie. And then flip the palms and inhale, come up. And now, even if you're not in half lotus, you're going to pretend you're in half lotus. So from that position, exhale and bring the right hand down across your back as if you're holding the half lotus foot. Keep the other arm up, stretch up, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. Lift a little bit more. Try to rotate your shoulders towards the front leg a bit more, and exhale, fold. Hold the outside of the foot with your left hand. Round your back, forehead towards the shin or knee. 3 breaths, short inhales, long exhales. Good. And then inhale, come up and bring the right arm up above your head again. And as you exhale, bring the left hand down behind you with the fingers pointing away. And roll the outside of your left foot so the outside edge of the foot's on the floor. Okay? If you're in half lotus and you feel really comfortable, you can stay in half lotus holding the foot. Okay? And then rotate onto your side. Those of you who've got the foot against the inner thigh, bring the knee up and bring the foot outside your calf. Just slide it down and put the sole of the foot on the floor like you did in Warrior. We need to demo this. Can you demo? This is just way too complicated. This is one of the things about this sequence. There's lots of sort of things which are quite tricky to explain. So I just want someone to demonstrate the simple part. Fionn, do you mind? Okay. So if you just turn the other way, Fionn, not in half lotus, because most people aren't in half lotus. So just do the Janu Sirsasana, like we've just done. Okay. And then inhale. Oh, no, Maha Mudra. And just come up. Yeah. Okay. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to bring this hand down behind you, the left hand, and that right hand can just go down. Bring this knee up and place the foot there. Okay. And then roll the outside of this foot to the floor. And then as you inhale, foot hand turned away, lift up into side plank by Sirsasana and stretch the top arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, come down, first Vinyasa. Inhale, come up. Exhale, don't move. And then you inhale, push the hips higher like you do in the other Pratikriyas. And then exhale, come down. And bring this foot back into Janu Sirsasana to move on with the sequence. So the reason you're having to do it that way, bringing the foot forward, is because you're not in half lotus. So if you're in half lotus, you keep hold of the foot and you do the side plank holding the foot in half lotus. But you can't really do the side plank with the foot on the inner thigh. It's just not going to work. So you have to change the system a little bit. Okay? Okay, let's have a go. Oh, God. Okay. So if you're in half lotus, bring your right foot back into half lotus. And if you're not, go back to Janu Sirsasana with the knee out and the foot to the inner thigh. So we'll start from the beginning. Okay? Inhale, bring both hands over your head. And if you're in the half lotus, sweep the hand round behind you and hold the foot. Okay. And now everybody, bring the left arm up and bring it down behind you with the fingers away and turn the outside of your straight leg foot to the floor. Okay. And then on the inhale, roll onto your side and lift the hips off the floor. Good. You can stretch the top arm up. And exhale, come down. So if you're doing it holding the half lotus foot, it's quite challenging. And then inhale, come up. Exhale, don't move. And inhale, nudge the hips a bit higher. And exhale, slowly down. So good. A couple of people managed it in half lotus, which is not easy. And then inhale, if you're in half lotus, you still keep hold of the half lotus foot. Everybody else, bring the knee back to Janu Sirsasana. Okay, inhale, bring the arms up and over your head. Good, and then exhale, turn to your right, fold forward and hold the outside of the foot with the left hand. That's wrong. Come up again. Yeah, you've got to pretend you're holding the half lotus foot. Bring the right hand behind you and hold the half lotus imaginary foot if you aren't holding it. And then exhale, fold forward and take the outside of the foot with the left hand. That's the inside. And then inhale, lift your chest up. And exhale, twist and look over your right shoulder. Hold the outside of the front foot. So it's a twist. Short inhales, long exhales. Keep the chest up and the front arm straight, Aoife. It's not a forward bend. You're pulling on the hand to open the chest. Pulling on the foot. Good. And then inhale, come back to center. Keep hold of the lotus foot if you've got it. And then bring both hands over the head and interlock your fingers. Good. And now exhale, change hands. Bring the left hand down behind you and bring it across as if you're trying to put it over the top of the thigh. And inhale, stretch the right arm up. And then exhale, fold forward and again hold the outside of the front foot. Lift up, straighten the arm, straighten the spine, head in line with the spine. Hold the outside of the foot, Jane. And then exhale, twist and look over your left shoulder, 3 breaths. Eyes closed, look nose tip. So you're switching the movement in the hips, switching the movement in the spine continually, taking long, deep exhales and emptying the lungs. At the end of the breath, if you can, Uddiyana Bandha comes on a little bit. You're just compressing, releasing the internal organs, massaging them all the time with the breath. And then on the inhale, flip the palms, come forward and lift up. And exhale, bring both hands to the floor. Okay. If you're, don't do this if you've got the foot in Janu Sirsasana, just stay where you are. Eyes closed, chin down, look heart. If you're in half lotus, exhale and lean forward, round the back. Not too much, Charlotte, you're going to do a pluti. And then hold the breath out and see if you can lift up in half lotus, point the toe. Good. Slowly, that's great. And exhale, slowly come down. Why is everybody who's doing, oh no, Aoife's not on the front row, she's doing it half low, that's good. I just wondered why everybody on the front row is doing it. And then inhale, lift the arms over the head. Good. And exhale, bring the hands down, straighten both legs. And if you're in the half lotus, release it carefully after being in it for so long. Okay, that was just one side. Hopefully the other side is going to go a little bit smoother. Okay, inhale and bend the left knee. Exhale, knee out, foot to the inner thigh, or half lotus. I'm going to just go through it this time. You're going to have to follow. Good. Inhale, bring the arms up and over the head. Take a breath there. Inhale, lift a little bit higher. Exhale, fold. First time, there's no binding. Inhale up. And exhale, fold. And hold for a couple of breaths. Hold whatever you can reach. Breathe. Flip the palms. Inhale, come up. Exhale, bring the hand behind you as if you're going to hold your foot in half lotus. Inhale, stretch the right arm up. Look to the front. Exhale, fold. Hold the outside of the foot if you can reach it. Inhale, come up. Exhale, fold. 3 breaths. Eyes closed. Look navel, nabby, the chin's down. Breath is long on the exhale. This is a forward fold, Aoife. Yeah. Now slowly come up. Keep the half lotus if you feel good in it. And exhale, bring the right hand down behind you, fingertips pointing towards the back of the room. Turn onto the outside of your right foot. Good. And then on the inhale, lift up. Keep the left leg straight. You can bring that left foot forward to push it into the floor to help you up. Bring it more forward, Amanda. Isn't going to work right back there. Exhale, come down. And then inhale, come up. Careful of those knees, Aoife. And exhale, don't move. And then inhale, nudge the hips a bit higher. And exhale, slowly down. Come back into the bind or bring the foot back into Janu Sirsasana where you were before. And inhale, float the arms over your head. And exhale, turn to the left. Sweep the left hand round behind you as if you're going to hold the half lotus foot. And then actually inhale, keep the right arm up here, stretch up. And exhale, bring the hand down and hold the outside of the front foot. Lift your chest, inhale, straighten the arm. Exhale, twist and look over your left shoulder. 3 breaths. Try and let the breath do as much work as possible. There's a little bit of torsion in the body to open the body on a sort of structural level, but the main movement comes at the end of the exhale pause. And then inhale, float to the center and bring the right arm up, the left arm up, interlock the fingers. And then you're going to twist the other way. On the exhale, turn to the right. Bring the hand round you as if you're going to hook it over your thigh. And then bring the left hand down and hold the outside of the foot again. Inhale, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. And exhale, twist and look over your right shoulder. 3 breaths. Eyes closed, look nose tip, long exhales. Optional, pause the breath. Feel the breath. And then inhale, sweep the arms over the head, come to the center. If you're in half lotus, stay in half lotus. Bring the hands down, find a long exhale and find a pluti. Everybody else, straighten both legs for a pluti. Bring the hands down halfway down the thighs if you've got the legs straight. Round the back, chin to the chest, fully exhale, round the back. Hold the breath out, banders, lift the hips off the floor. Optional, lift one or both legs off the floor. Stay there as you hold the breath out. And then inhale, slowly come down. Carefully release the legs, Dhanurasana. Okay. Cross the ankles, hand to the floor. Step or hop back, lower, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And take an inhale there and then a long exhale. Hold the breath out, step or hop forward and squat down. Full vinyasa this time. Inhale, straighten both legs. And exhale, fold over the legs. Flip the palms, inhale, come up, arch gently back. Exhale, Tadasana, eyes closed, look hard, take a couple of breaths. Come back to neutral. Maha Mudra Vinyasas. Inhale, arms shoulder level, palms down, chin down, look navel. Exhale, bend both knees, squat all the way, separate the knees, sit down, Dhanurasana. Okay, so you're going to have to listen very carefully now. Dhanurasana, sitting on a low support if you need it, your forward bends. Inhale, bend the right knee. Exhale, knee out, foot to the inner thigh. Do it like I told you. Some of you are just leaving the knee open and pulling the heel in. It's a way of hurting your knees. Try and get into the habit of always closing the knee joint before you drop the knee out. You'll thank me in the long run. And then draw the heel back if you can and you might just need to nudge yourself forward a little bit so you can feel your heel pressing into your perineum, the space between the anus and the genitals. If that's possible, it might not be possible. But no need to actually sit on the heel because this is a long series of vinyasas and you might well regret it after a few minutes. Okay, so with a little bit of pressure, now look down at the inseam of your bent leg foot. Just look at the foot, don't move it. And now just move the left leg out until the inseam of the left leg is at the same angle as the inseam of your right foot. And that's the angle that you want your leg at. It's not way out, it's just a little bit out. That's too far, Martha. Angle your foot a bit more and bring the leg in a bit more. You don't want the leg wide. 30 degrees would be the maximum. That's a bit wide, Fionn. Yeah, because if you can flex your foot back in a little bit, it doesn't want to be that your foot is just pointed unnecessarily. Is everybody happy? Inhale, bring your arms up and over your head. And exhale, fold forward. Take the big toe with the first two fingers of the left hand. Put the thumb on top of the big toe. And if you can, slide the right hand over the top with the fingers towards the heel, or bring that hand onto your wrist. And if you can't hold the big toe, bend your knee. You need the contact with the big toe. And then straighten the arms, straighten the spine, push the leg into the floor and lift up. Inhale and really lift your chest up so your spine is straight. And you're not going to fold forward now. All you're going to do is exhale and draw your chin down till it's nearly on your chest, but you can still breathe. And then inhale there, lift the chest. Take a very long exhale. Don't fold forward, keep up. Okay, everybody stop. Start. You want to turn around? Okay. Yeah, you can go back to starting position. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, go down, take the big toe. So firstly, the position of the big toe is it's held from the inside. The thumb goes to the top of the big toe, this little pressure point here, and it just touches. It doesn't have to be hard, but you want that connection. Bend this knee if you need to. You need that connection. In this posture, don't use a strap. You want the energetic connection of the prana moving through the hand, foot, the leg. This hand, you can go there. It can go there. If you can reach, it can go there, and the fingers go down towards the heel. Okay. Now everything is to go straight. You lift up. So her spine is straight, her arms are straight, her legs are straight. Now this is the bit that's really important. You inhale and lift your chest. And then you keep the chest up, but you exhale and bring the chin down so it's moving towards the sternum. But you haven't completely sealed the throat. You've just left a little bit of space so you can still breathe, and that's going to make the Ujjayi stronger. Yeah? And now she's doing Ujjayi breathing. She inhales, and then she takes a very long exhale. And when she gets to the end of the exhale, the breath stays out, and she seals the throat. It goes down another 1/4 inch. That's Jalandhara Bandha. Perineum lifts, Mula Bandha. Lower abdomen sucks in and up, Uddiyana Bandha. Energy starts to move through the spine towards the third eye. Then to release, she drops the bottom bandhas first, abdomen, perineum, lifts the chin a 1/4 inch, inhales. That chin only moves up and down that much, not a centimeter. And then she repeats the process. Thank you. So this thing, the chin's got to stay down. There's Jalandhara Bandha, and then there's half Jalandhara Bandha. And that's something you really need to understand the distinction of in Maha Mudra. So the chest is up and the chin is down all the time. When you do the big inhale to begin, the chest rises, which is what opens the space and the channel in the upper back. Normally, when you do a forward bend, the upper back rounds slightly. You do not do that in Maha Mudra. You do the opposite. So rather than the chest collapsing, in Maha Mudra, the chest has to open, and that frees the spine here for the energy to move up. Now, when you start by inhaling, and when you come to the end of that inhale, your chin is down, but it's not completely sealed. And then as I exhale, I keep the false inhale in the chest. The chest does not go in when I exhale, it stays up. It's called a false inhale. So I inhale to begin, keep the chest up. Chin's almost on the chest. The chin isn't here, it's right down. And then I fully exhale, and I'll have a stronger Ujjayi because of the partial closure of the chin towards the throat, closing the glottis a bit. When I get to the end, the first thing is to seal the throat. Goes in. If I can, I'm pressing it on my sternum. Jalandhara. No pressure can go up now. And then the moment that seals, almost like in that half second that it seals, the perineum comes in and the Uddiyana comes up, and that moves the energy. And it's done on the exhale. There's no air in the lungs. You've done a full exhale, and you engage that Baya Kumbhaka, those bandhas with no air in the lungs, and that drives energy up through the spine. Okay? But all those little things have to come into play together. It's quite complicated, so you've got to think about it, really concentrate. And you only hold it initially for a pause if you're completely new to it. When you're comfortable, 1, 2, 3 seconds. Then release the bandhas. When you release them in the opposite order to which you took them. So you release the Uddiyana first, then you drop the Mula, and then you lift the chin and inhale. Okay? So there isn't pressure from the lower bandhas. If you had the lower bandhas on and you lifted the chin, the pressure would surge up. But so you release the pressure, and then you lift the chin, and then you don't get any contraindications in your brain box. Okay, does that make sense? So the way they go on is top, bottom, middle. So it's like you seal the jar, you put pressure in the jar, and then you compress the jar, and you make the energy flow up. And then when you finish, you release the pressure in the jar, you drop the energy, and then you release the chin. Is that all clear? This is a complicated thing, and you must practice it on your own. When you can hold the breath out and you're comfortable for 2 or 3 seconds, you can gradually build up to 10 seconds. For a householder practitioner, Like us, you don't go above 10 seconds. That's for aesthetics. Okay? Let's do that. Thank you, Charlotte. This is why it takes 3 hours. Okay, Dhanurasana. Inhale, bend the right knee. Knee out, foot to the inner thigh. And then, if you can, draw the heel back and nudge the hips a bit forward. See if you can get the heel in the perineum, which helps to stimulate the energy in the spine. Inhale, float the arms over your head. While we're at it, I'm going to give you another tip. Bring your arms down. Some of you already know this. So you're about to fold over your left leg, yes? When you fold over the left leg, when you bring the arms up over your head, put the index finger of the left hand on top. Push it into the gap here between the thumb and the index finger. And then when you lift up, it will lengthen you more on the bent knee side if you really push that finger up into the opposite palm. And then that extra length helps you to twist and fold more freely on the without so much compression. Does that make sense? And then when you're folding over the right leg, you just literally, you switch the hands and you have the right index finger on top. And this also gets you in the habit of continually switching fingers, because if you don't do that, you will always do it your predominant tendency. Okay, so I'm not going to mention that every time, you've got to remember. Inhale, lift the arms up over the head. And exhale, fold forward. Take the big toe, first 2 fingers of left hand, right hand over the top or on the wrist, wherever you can reach. And then straighten everything. Inhale, lift up. Arm straight, legs straight, if you can, spine straight. Lift the chest on that inhale and then bring the chin down so you've nearly sealed the throat and fully exhale. I'm going to take one more breath there. Keep the chin nearly on the chest. Inhale. And long, long exhale. And now keep going until the lungs are empty. Hold the breath out. Lift the chest up and seal the chin to the chest. Lift the perineum. Lower abdomen floats in and up towards the spine and the heart. Pause. Release the bandhas from the bottom up. Don't lift the chin more than 1 centimeter and inhale. No, don't lift the head up. Keep the chin down. And then on the next long exhale, do the same thing. And try to feel comfortable and relaxed in your face in that exhale retention. No tension in the jaw or the tongue or the eyes. If the chin's on the chest, you should be able to relax the face. And then release from the bottom up and do one more. Keep your chin down more, Aoife. Go right to the end of the exhale, pause, bandhas. Don't round your back when you bring the chin down. Lift your chest up to bring, so you lift the chest towards the chin to seal the throat. And then when you're done, flip the palms and inhale, come up. And then exhale, fold forward and just round the back and fold over the leg. For a couple of breaths, counter posture. And then flip the palms, inhale, come up and turn to the right. And exhale, fold down the inseam of the leg. Keep the top shoulder open. Inhale, come up, turn to the front, lift a little more. Exhale, turn to the right and fold. Okay, take your variation, breathe. Short inhales, long exhales. That's the one. That's the one. Try to remember that handhold. Good. Flip the palms. Inhale, come up. Good. I've forgotten what comes next. Maha Mudra, what are we doing? Yeah, Maha, yeah, that's it. And then exhale, Dhanurasana. Inhale, bend the left knee. Is everybody clear about what you're doing in Maha Mudra? It takes quite a lot of practice. You should be doing Maha Mudra. Every time you practice, you get really comfortable with it. Let's do the other side. Inhale, bend the left knee.
It's not a really strong contraction. It's just...
No, the bandhas are never forced strong. It's like subtle, it's energetic. The lifting of the perineum is something light, and the lower abdomen coming in and up is something light. It's like a bird flying up. It's not. It's like Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Oh yeah, bend the knee. That's set yourself up well. Sorry, I didn't lead you into it. And then when you're set up, go down and take the posture. Do one vinyasa if you want to. And then second time hold is usually quite a good. That angle in the front leg, remember it's out a little bit in line with the inseam of the foot. First two fingers of the right hand, left hand over the top. Get nice and long. Get the chin almost on the sternum before you begin, half Jalandhara. The arms are straight, Jane. You're rounding your back like crazy. It should be straight, like a poker. Up, 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 chest up, chest up, chest up. That's it, chest up. Chin is almost on the chest, but the chest is up. There will be some rounding in the back in a lot of people, but try to minimize it. But when you flatten the chest, don't lift the head up. Keep the chin down. First two fingers, thumb on top. First two fingers, grip it. Yeah, this one goes over. Yeah. And then keep the chin down, nearly on the chest, Aoife. Down more. Down more. Yeah. And then inhale, when you're finished, you can come up. Take your time. There's no rush. We all have different breath lengths. It's very important in these mudras. And then you just fold over the leg for a couple of breaths, counter pose, rounding the back, forehead towards the knee. And then inhale, come up, and then Parivrtta, exhale, turn to the left and fold inside the leg. Do one vinyasa. Come up and exhale, go down. And you're just going to hold for 2 breaths. So I want to try and get to the last bit if I can. But make those breaths count. That top arm up. Just extend and just keep trying to open. Just hand down like that. You can hold that foot and just bring this arm up and stretch and look up. Good. And flip the palms and inhale, come up. Good. Exhale. Dhanurasana. Okay, get your strap ready. Okay, put your strap around your left foot. Okay, and then hold the strap in your left hand like it's horse's reins. You all know how to hold all horse riders here? No horse riders. This is the best way. You hold that end like you're the horse's mouth. So that, like when you hold a yoga strap, one of the classic ways, no, don't put it in your mouth. No. One of the ways that you hold a strap so it doesn't move is like there's different techniques, but to the outs, don't do this. This is not good. This is how it's often done, but I don't really like it. Outside of the hand, hold, wrap, And now you've got a really strong grip, and you don't have to struggle with the grip, but you can't adjust that grip. That's the length of it. You know, it's difficult to adjust it. Horses' reins are held like this. Be a horse. Okay. So horses, they're held like this. So you bring the 3 fingers, and you can do this with it around your foot. Bring the middle 3 fingers over the top. 3 fingers over the top of the strap. The little finger goes underneath, and the thumb goes underneath, and then close your fist. Bring the strap forward and over, and bring the thumb onto the top of the strap so it grips it. Yeah, so the thumb is on top of the strap, gripping it. And then you've got a very strong grip on the strap without having to use too much muscular effort in your hand. Does this make sense? Has everybody got it? Have you got it, Fionn? I'll check it. And now the thing that you can do is, if I want to make that strap longer, I release the thumb and I can just slide. If I want to make it shorter, I grab the top, release the thumb, and I slide it that way. So I can adjust the strap really easily to whatever length I want without having to undo the bind on my hand. And it's also very handy if you ever need to ride a horse. Oh God, it's madness. Right, set yourself up. Supposed to be a yoga class, and that's like, but if you're going to use straps, you want to use them in the most efficient way. You want to use straps in such a way that they don't kind of like get in the way of anything. You don't want to be sort of, oh, my strap's too short, I've got to unwind it, my strap's too long, I've got to put my elbow back. You want a system where you can go, like on a horse, you have to be able to adjust the reins really easily and quickly. You can't mess about. Horses know what you're doing. Okay, enough. You're holding the strap in your left hand. And you want to be fairly close to the foot, so you're leaning slightly forward, but not much. And get a good grip on it. Wrap it over and hold it. Bend your right knee and bring it towards your right sit bone. Flex the foot and hold the foot from the outside. Flex the foot and hold the foot with a hand underneath the foot. Pick the foot up and bring the foot to shoulder level. Good. Short strap, Sophie. Yeah. And then with the foot at shoulder level, hold the strap with your left hand and hold the foot with your right hand. Otherwise, you're going to be a real muddle. And then on the exhale, draw the right foot back towards your ear like you're answering an old telephone. And then inhale, push the foot away. And exhale, draw the foot back to your ear. Hand on the outside of the foot, Sophie. Inhale, push the leg away. And exhale, draw it back. Try and keep your spine as vertical as you can now. And if you can, put the inseam of your foot to your ear. So your hand, elbow on the inside. Oh no, it'll be on the outside, sorry, yeah. And breathe there. Yes, it is possible. And then inhale, straighten the leg. It's like just straight forward, and exhale, lower the foot to the floor. Stop talking, Sophie. Lower the foot to the floor. Okay, inhale, change strap. Normally you'd lift up and do lots of, but just change the strap. Take your reins. That's wrong, Martha, but never mind. And then inhale, bend the left knee. Okay, you just do what you want with the strap. I don't care. Nobody seems to have got the idea. So just pick the left foot up and hold it from the outside. Get the foot up high, high. And then exhale, draw it back to the ear. This is Arkana Dhanurasana. Shooting bow pose. Inhale, straighten the leg. Keep the foot shoulder level. Exhale, bend. I don't know what you're doing today. Exhale, draw it back. Do it one more time. What are you doing? Concentrate on what you're doing. And then inhale, straighten it forward. And exhale, lower it to the floor. Okay. Listen, change the strap. We've got to keep going because we're going to run out of time. Okay, again, bend the right knee, bring the sole of the foot to the floor. Okay, oh yeah, just let go of the strap now. And hold the right foot with both hands. Heron pose, akuncha. And then inhale, just bring the leg straight up, holding the foot straight as you can get it. And then exhale, round the back and fold towards the leg. No, keep up. And then just inhale, just lean back a little bit. And exhale, fold into the leg and hold for 3 breaths. Bring the head towards the shin, elbows wide, shoulders down. Just do what you can. Knee can be bent. Breathe, please. Keep hold of the foot. And then as you exhale, keeping the head on the leg, fold forward and do a forward bend just over the right leg, holding the right foot. Take a breath there. Short inhale. And long exhale. Good, well done. And then inhale, bring the arms over the head. And exhale, bring the hands down, bend the left knee. So I'm asking you to bend the knee to get hold of the foot. But if you're more flexible and comfortable, you can do it with both legs straight and start with the leg straight holding the foot. And then on the inhale, lift up. Leg as straight as you can. Drawing towards the leg. And then on the inhale, you just sort of lean back a little bit and get the spine a little bit longer. And then exhale, come in. Close the eyes. Long exhales. Very good. It's nice. Keeping hold of the foot with a very strong ujjayi, very slowly fold and do a forward bend over the straight leg. Holding the foot with both hands. You'd be here 3 to 6 breaths. You're just going to take 1 full breath, a short inhale and a long exhale. And then inhale, float the arms up and overhead. And exhale, bring the hands to the floor, cross the ankles, step back to downward facing dog. Okay, that was all a bit rushed, but you can see the pattern. You'll be holding those breaths for those postures for longer. Inhale, raise the right leg. Good. Exhale, put the right foot inside your right hand. That's the one. Yeah, drop the back knee down. Good. And then on the inhale, hand on the outside of the knee, not inside the knee. Yeah. Bring the knee in a bit, Charlotte. Your hand's a bit too wide. So the foot is inside the hand, not outside the hand. Hands on the floor. Okay. Inhale. Lengthen your stance a bit, Amanda. Exhale. Bend the front knee so it goes past the heel and lunge forward as deeply as you can. And then inhale, move back. Move the buttocks towards the back heel, straighten the front leg, but keep the inseam of the front foot pressing into the floor, Fionn. Sophie, be careful with this. So you come back up. The inseam of the front foot doesn't leave the floor as you go back. Exhale, go back, keep the inseam of the front foot down and just go as far as you can with the foot on the floor. Inhale, come up. And you can do that 3 more times, or you can slide the right foot forward now and come into Hanumanasana splits pose. And now if you've got the knee bent, just stay in the position with the hips towards the heel and just open one leg at a time. If you're in Hanumanasana, chest up, eyes closed, chin slightly down, 3 breaths. And if you're comfortable, if you're sort of in the half pose, you can also turn the back toe under and lift the back knee off the floor to make it a little bit stronger. Push into the heel, but with the hips right back. And then whatever posture you're in now, very gracefully make your way back to downward facing dog. That was good. That was actually quite graceful, which is unusual. And then inhale, raise the left leg. Normally you'd be here for 3 breaths, but exhale, bring the foot through to the inseam of the hand. Drop the back knee down. Inhale, move forward. Move the chest forward, bend the knee well, drop the hips towards the floor. Exhale, move back. Straighten the front leg, keep the inseam of the front foot down, empty your lungs and sit back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. If you want to now, extend the front foot forward, Hanumanasana. You could do one more Vinyasa and then hold that posture with the hips back. Optional, turn the back toe under, lift the back knee off the floor. Don't do any variations in Hanumanasana, just keep the hands on the floor today. Hanuman, monkey god, monkey pose. And then when you're ready, carefully and gracefully make your way back to downward facing dog. Well done. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down, hips high. Hold for a breath. Inhale there. Exhale completely. Inhale forward to a low cobra. Exhale, seat to heels, long back. Stay there, take a breath. Turn the toes under, downward facing dog. Fully exhale. Just walk your feet forward with straight legs if you can, till your hands are between your feet. Separate your knees, sit down. Dhanurasana, hands beside the hips. Inhale, arms over your head. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, slowly roll onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. And exhale. Relax in Sirsasana. Bring your feet slightly wider than your hips. Bring your arms away from your body. Turn your palms up. Roll your head a little bit if you want to. You could bend the knees and hug the knees. Rock a bit side to side to feel any tension in your back. Start the relaxation with the knees bent and touching and the heels out and the toes turned slightly in. To release the lower back if you need to. Leave aside any impressions from your practice, any impressions from your day. Allow your mind to relax. Relax the forehead. Relax the temples and the eyes. Let the upper palate drop, relax the cheeks and the mouth. Relax the tongue and the throat. And relax the hinge of the jaw. Relax all the facial muscles. Relax the toes and the feet. Ankles, calves and knees. Relax the thighs and the hamstrings. Let the legs go heavy. Relax the back and the spine. Relax the chest and the lungs. Breath is virtually silent. And let go of breathing. Relax fingers, palms and wrists, the shoulders and the neck. And then let go of everything. Let go of your body. Let go of your mind. Let go of being. Let go of thinking. Let go of doing. Just exist. Just be completely comfortable in your own skin without any support. Just be free, alive and free, spacious in your mind, spacious in your body. Nothing else matters. Nothing else exists. Um, keeping your breath. Over your head. Stretch through your whole body. Bend your knees, hug your knees. And make your way into a comfortable seated position. Bring our hands into Anjali Mudra and inhale deeply for Om. Om. Guru Brahma, Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Guru Devo, Maheshwara, Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat, Guru Sakshat, Param Brahma, Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Gurave Namaha, Asatoma, Asatoma, Sagamaya, Sagamaya, Tamasoma, Tamasoma, Joyti Gamaya, Joyti Gamaya, Loka, Loka, Samasta, Samasta, Sukhino, Sukhino, Bhavantu, Bhavantu. Oh. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. Peace, peace, peace. Om Buddha Sakuru's Bhagavan Ki Jai. Remind yourself of the intention you made for your practice. Namaste, yogis. I can definitely call you yogis because you just did an hour and 20 minutes of solid forward bending. So that's a very different experience of a yoga class. Would you agree? It's just to show you the potential and the pattern of Vinyasa. And we did leave quite a bit out, to be honest. And we didn't get nowhere near the end of it. We didn't get to any of the triangle ekapadas with the foot left behind. So it does take time, but you can explore that sequence a little bit more on your own. I have put the sequence on the WhatsApp group. I'm presuming everybody here is in the student WhatsApp group. So if anybody isn't, put your name on the list at the back. I'll also be sharing a lot of the comments that we've had about the various classes so far on the group. I'm going to start doing that a bit more. And if you have any feedback that you'd like to share about this class, that would be useful. Thank you. And so any of these little groups of vinyasas that we did can be used as part of a daily practice where you take a section, one vinyasa, like the Janu one, or the one we did at the beginning, the I can't even think what it's called. The first series we did Marichyasana, or the Maha Mudra sequence, and you can just put them in as a forward bending section for any of the classes that you're doing for yourself in your home practice. And then some days it's actually nice to just do the whole thing. Yeah, particularly if there's if like forward bending or hip work or internal organs is something that you want to concentrate on for some reason. So then you could occasionally, once a week, you could do this whole practice, or if some of the other practices appeal for other reasons, you do that. It's another way to practice. And it's quite intense, especially if you do the whole thing. So after the Arkana Dhanurasana, which is the shooting bow one, did you all like that one? Nice, isn't it? It's lovely. Huh? Arkana Dhanurasana, is that what I said? Yeah.
You did say Arkana. I thought it was Ardha.
No, it's Arkana. Arkana Dhanurasana means shooting bow. So that is, yeah, anyway, now I forgot what I was going to say. Arkana, Dhanurasana. Yeah, so the next little sequence for that one, this posture, the Arkana, Dhanurasana, where that's preparation. The next series of postures, you put the leg behind the head, because that posture is helping to prepare you. And all the other postures are all helping with that hip mobility to get the leg behind the head. And then you do a series of forward bends and coming up and sort of lifts and sort of thing in with the leg behind the head. And then you go into the triangle ekapada. You do a whole similar series with the foot in this position, and that takes you to the last posture, which we did was the splits pose. So that's the last posture in that part of the sequence. And then there's a little group of other postures which are also done in half, and they're all actually in half lotus, which are quite challenging. They're the sort of more advanced Marichyasana postures. And then the very nice posture towards the end that you all know is the Bharadvajasana, the spinal twist, where you're twisting, like this foot can be in half lotus, and you're twisting, and you have this hand round, and you're holding the half lotus foot with that hand, and then you turn the head and you look towards the knee. So that can just be done in Janu. So it finishes with a very kind of like stabilizing twist.